playing on Monday night.
Alright, I'm going to try and make this as quick and possible as I can. I know I tend to ramble and make 15, 20, 30, 40-minute videos. Today's Wednesday. Next Monday night, Bengals go to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland to face the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Not really coming out here to make a hate week. Don't want to argue with dudes on here. They're not worth it. Fucking Hamburglar and Grimace can't get their audio right. Joe's leaving. Don't give a fuck about him anyway. New guy Kaufman made 2 videos yesterday and pulled one. The second one he tried to act hard. Don't give a fuck about him. Seeing him post on Facebook, he can't even decide what year he started being a Ravens fan. Now, moving away from the TTC bullshit, because I'm not here to, argue about all that. Pretty much talk about the game and the way I see it, but also base some of the things I say off of what I've heard Ravens fans say on here. Pretty much say that we had a fluke season last year. Easy schedule. Okay, schedule might have been easy. When's the last time you saw quarterback and receiver rookie duo go to the Pro Bowl? Anybody? Put Cam Newton in the AFC North against Baltimore and Pittsburgh. See if he has the same rookie season he had last year. Otherwise, Andy Dalton would have been rookie of the year. Another thing, they did, what they did last year, pretty much without an offseason. Training camp was late due to the lockout. No OTAs or any of that. And something that you guys keep bypassing, we got a new offensive coordinator last year. Jay Gruden. Okay, you might not know of Jay Gruden. You might know his brother John. But I'd say his first year with his West Coast offense, we did pretty good. Kind of learned in the division, kind of like Mike Zimmer did his first year here as defensive coordinator in '08. Kind of learned the division. Next year, shut everybody down. We'll see what kind of tricks he's got up his sleeve come Monday night. Let's see. Last year's team for both of us, and this year's team's a lot different. But I'd say yours is changing more. You lost your defensive coordinator to the Colts. He's now their head coach, so you're working that in. Now, I think your coordinator was your linebackers coach before. Doesn't mean he's going to have the same philosophy as the previous guy. He might change it up a little bit. I know on offense you're running something now, a variation of the no huddle, which did start in Cincinnati, and then Buffalo perfected it. In case you didn't know that, it's called the sugar huddle. Well, I was watching a preseason game a couple weeks ago, and that's all they were fucking talking about is the sugar huddle. What the fuck kind of gay shit is that? Seriously? Last year you got Joe Flacco with his fucking Freddie Mercury mustache in the playoffs. You guys wear purple, and now you're running a fucking sugar huddle? That's just some weird shit right there. Another key thing going into this game, injuries. You guys won't have Suggs. He's a big part of your defense. I think a couple players you guys either released or went to other teams or whatever in the offseason. Same for us. But, we kind of plugged in some new guys. I'll get to that in a second. Losing Suggs, that hurts you. You still got Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. But then again, they're still playing top notch, but you got to face the reality that within the next few years they're going to be done because they're old. Big key thing for us. We got a new running back this year, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis from where'd he come from? The Patriots, and he's never fumbled as far as I know in his career. I think that's a big thing about him. Cedric Benson was getting to the point where he fumbled a lot. What do they run? What's that called in New England? Like the spread. So he was taking a lot of snaps out of the backfield, in the shotgun. So, we'll see how he does doing under center. But I do believe he was one of the top running backs in the red zone. So all we got to do is get close, and hopefully he can punch it in. But injury-wise, Kyle Cook, our center, we brought in a new dude last week, I think, before the preseason game, Fane. I forget his first name. That's probably not even how you pronounce it. But losing your center that's been around for shit 4 or 5 years now, I believe. I mean, we had Eric Gajcek after Rich Bram. But you got to realize the blocking schemes, got to get down. The timing with your quarterbacks got to get down. The snap count and all that. I mean, that's something hard to get used to. And then especially the first week playing a tough team, defense. I will give you guys that. Um, Running back and center is going to be a hard thing for us. Also lost tells his name Wharton, a guard. I forget if we drafted him or signed him in the offseason. Lost him for the year. I forget who's taking his spot, but I know it's pretty sure it's the side next to Andre Smith where Bobby Williams left, which you guys signed. And he was serviceable his time here. Great player, very fan friendly. Great character and personality. But let's face it, it's a little bit tell us the word I'm looking for. A little bit later in his career, he might not have that same spark. And he's not Willie Anderson after all. Different position, but he's not Willie. We'll see what he can do for you guys. I mean, he'll be going up against dudes he used to practice against. I mean, you got Carlos Dunlap, Robert Gathers, Geno Atkins, Michael Johnson. I believe I already said Carlos Dunlap. I know they rotate him around. Pat Sims, that kid I think we drafted from Penn State, which was like the Defensive Player of the Year last year, I believe, in the Big Ten. Somebody was talking about how our secondary isn't the same after losing Jonathan Joseph last year. Seriously? Nate Clements put up, pretty decent numbers last year. Still got him. Drafted Dre Kirkpatrick. As you all know, he's been hurt. He will be with us at some point in the season. Signed Terrence Newman and some other guy, and of course still got Pac-Man Jones. We might have got a safety too, or I might be thinking of something I read about Madden online. I mean, we'll have Reggie Nelson and Taylor Mays and Robert Sands. I think Robert Sands. That's I don't know, I'm on here sounding stupid. That's going to be the key things, is guys being out, being able to fill positions, get the timing down. Like I said, you guys are working on new coordinators. But other predictions have been close. I think it'll be a close game. But I'm going to say my prediction for Monday Night Football next week, Bengals and Ravens, will be 19-10 Bengals. That's what I'm going with. 9-point win. Hopefully by the third quarter, we take the crowd out of it. I actually went down to the stadium today, the pro shop, to check some stuff out. Got this new hat. I know I wear like a different hat in each video that I make. Got this, and they were practicing on the practice field, which is right across from the stadium. And I stood out there in the parking lot for a little bit and was listening to them. I couldn't really see because there's some trees and shit in the way. I guess so people can't spy on them. But they had some big speakers set up. We're playing stadium sounds to simulate, I guess, what they're going to hear Monday night. But I think they're going to be ready. Don't underestimate Andy Dalton and company. Mike Zimmer, takes players that nobody else wants, drafts guys here and there, plugs them in. Defense will be top 10 again this year. Offense, I'm not worried about. I mean, everybody's saying, A.J. Green is the only receiver we got. We lost Jerome Simpson. He's with Minnesota now. But we still got Brandon Tate. Great speed there. Got Armand Benz out of the University of Cincinnati. Great player. Look up if you can, some footage of him playing for the UC Bearcats against Pittsburgh in 2009. I believe that was early January 2009. Second year in a row, they won the Big East. Some spectacular catches, and I do believe the game-winning catch in that game. Got him. Drafted Marvin Jones out of California. Mohamed Sanu out of Rutgers. The hell's that other guy we had? Hawkins. First name. I know his brother played for us at one point. Artrell Hawkins. I think he might work for ESPN now or some sports company. Jermaine Gresham at tight end. The only worries I got about our offense is center. Center and running back. Bernard Scott second, third string, whatever. They flip-flop him and Brian Leonard around. He will not be playing Monday night. I think that was confirmed today. So him, the center, the only guys I think are out. Carlos Dunlap, I think, did not practice Monday. I think he hurt his knee in one of the preseason games. But he should be good to go. I'm not worried about defense. I think the offense will be fine. I think we'll have a little bit more trickery this year. So I'm looking forward to it. Back to anybody in the RRG, Ravens fans out there, whatever. Never really done it before. If you got any crazy bets that I might care to hear about, throw me some bets. Anybody want to play me in Madden? You can hit me up on PlayStation Vita. Name is Fear the Tiger 08. Wish I could change that. FEARDATIGER 08. And Xbox ended up getting Madden for that anyway. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but might as well because most of my friends play on Xbox anyway. Hit me up on there, Buck513eyes. That's BUCK 513 EYES, all one word. Ravens fans, play a little Madden. I think it'd be pretty sweet. Hit me up, hit me back, on here. PMs, comments, like, thumbs up, down. Twitter me at Matrobus. Same as the name on here. And I said I wasn't gonna do videos this year unless I was actually gonna get to watch the game. Well, I mean, it's Monday night, but the way my schedule works at my job, I actually do have next Monday off, so I'll be watching the game. That's the only reason I came out and made a video. And I guess since I said something, I'll have to do a celebration video, or I guess maybe a crow video. I guess y'all are going to call for it anyway, because I made a video this week regardless. But, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Who day? Alright, I forgot one quick key little thing that I didn't mention. About the receivers that we got now. While you guys are preparing, game planning, watching film, think of the film that the defense is watching, studying. AJ Green, Jermaine Gresham are still here. Jordan Shipley, gone. Andre Caldwell, gone. Jerome Simpson, gone. You're thinking, what does that have to do with it? They're watching tape of previous games when you guys have played games from last season, and half of our fucking receiving core is new. Now, why does that seem relevant to me, maybe not to you guys? 2010 season, when we went 4-12, losing 10 games in a row. By the time Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, whatever the fuck you want to call him, got hurt, and Terrell Owens got hurt, we had Andre Caldwell starting a receiver with Jerome Simpson. Caldwell was a second, third, fourth string player. Jerome Simpson hadn't seen action in the 3 or 4 years that he'd been here. Sunday Night Football against the top-rated defense in the league at the time, the San Diego Chargers. I was there. Lit them up. You know why? Because they couldn't prepare for them. They didn't have any tape for Jerome Simpson. Didn't know what he could do. You guys got no legitimate tape for Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Armand Benz, and Hawkins. I forget his first name. We got 4 receivers to go along with AJ Green, our number 1, and Jermaine Gresham, our tight end. You pretty much can't prepare for because you haven't played against them. And what you see in the preseason is not necessarily how they're going to be in the regular season. The routes they're going to run. I mean, it was practice. Just something for you guys to think about. Also, Jerome Simpson in 3 games that he played against you guys, I'm not going to waste my time looking up the stats. Pretty sure did fairly good against you. Especially that first game, the very last game of the 2010 season at M&T Bank Stadium, where you guys barely beat us in the closing seconds. I believe we were inside the 10. Beat you guys earlier that year. think it was third. Well, no, it was 4th and goal, pretty much end of the game. Paul Kruger got a hand on Carson Palmer's arm, keep him from completing to 2 or 3 wide open guys in the end zone where the ball went. They were open. Got a hand on his arm as he was throwing it forward. I got the film. I know what I'm talking about. But Jerome Simpson lit you guys up in that game. Go back and look. So, whichever guy saying the shit about AJ Green, that's fine. You can try and cover him. Come across the middle, that's fine. But what are you going to do about the guys that you can't judge their speed or their ability because you haven't played them yet? Also, go back to the little message that the guy had for AJ Green, that if he comes across the middle, he's going to get smacked. But if they miss him, he could hit a home run, which I don't know why they'd bring baseball terminology into it. That is true. But another thing about coming across the middle, let's not forget that in the first game of the 2010 season, and at M&T Bank Stadium in the 2009 season when we beat you guys in the 4th quarter at the very end of the game, penalties against your defense has what's kept the drive going. Ray Lewis needs to learn to calm himself. Play whatever he's got to play, but he can still hurt you guys in the end with his penalties. Let's also not forget new referees. We don't know what kind of calls they're going to be doing because they're not used to NFL games. Just something else for you guys to think about heading into it. Referees, defensive penalties, and receivers that you've never seen before. Keep overlooking us. That's fine. I don't care. Like I said before, Hoo Day, peace out.